You're standing on solid ground right now. You feel safe, stable, protected. But what if everything beneath your feet was double the mass, double the gravity, double the pressure? Scientists ran this exact simulation, and what they found didn't just change physics, it changed everything we thought we knew about life, civilization, and whether humans could even exist. This is what happens when Earth gets twice as big, and some of what you're about to hear should terrify you. Earth, 4.5 billion years old, 12,742 kilometers wide. The only confirmed address of life in the entire universe. Every ocean, every mountain, every living breath exists because of one precise, almost impossible balance. Our planet's size isn't random. It is the exact measurement that allows water to stay liquid, oxygen to stay breathable, and gravity to stay survivable. Now imagine a dial. One cosmic dial that controls Earth's diameter. Someone turns it, and Earth doubles. Not a metaphor, not a movie. A real scientific thought experiment run by astrophysicists at NASA and universities across the globe. The results? Almost nothing survives what comes next. Here's the first thing that kills us, and it's invisible. Gravity. If Earth were twice its current size with the same density, surface gravity would be approximately twice as strong. That means you, right now, would weigh double what you weigh. A person weighing 70 kilograms would suddenly become 140. Your heart, already working at full capacity, must now pump blood against double the gravitational pull. Cardiac failure would become epidemic within generations. But it gets worse. Your legs and your bones were never engineered for this load. Walking would feel like carrying another full human on your back. Every single step, every single moment of every single day. And here's the shocking fact scientists confirmed. At roughly 1.5 times Earth's current gravity, the human skeleton structurally begins to fail. At double, we wouldn't just struggle to walk. We would never have stood upright in the first place. Evolution itself would have taken a completely different path. There would be no Homo sapiens. No civilization. No you. But let's say somehow life adapted. Evolution found a way. The planet still has another weapon, water. A doubled Earth means a dramatically deeper gravitational well. The atmosphere would compress. Water vapor would be held tighter to the surface. The hydrological cycle, the engine that drives all weather, goes into overdrive. More evaporation, more precipitation, more flooding. Permanently, what we call coastlines today would be gone. Submerged under what scientists estimate would be a near global ocean. The continents, if they even formed the same way, would be scattered smaller islands in a planet that is essentially one enormous sea. And here is where the mystery deepens. A 2019 study published in the journal Astrobiology found that on super-Earth planets between 1 and 10 times our size, the conditions for plate tectonics may completely shut down. No plate tectonics means no carbon cycle. No carbon cycle means the atmosphere slowly becomes toxic. And no one is left to notice. Think about the air you just breathed in. You didn't think about it. You didn't have to. It's automatic. It's safe. On a doubled Earth, that luxury disappears. A larger planet holds onto gases far more aggressively. The atmosphere becomes thicker and denser. The atmospheric pressure at ground level would be crushing, comparable to what deep-sea divers experience hundreds of meters underwater. Your lungs were not built for this. Every breath would be a fight. And the composition changes too. A larger mantle means more volcanic outgassing, pumping sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide into the air at rates that no plant life could ever absorb fast enough within geological time. Relatively fast on a cosmic scale, the sky turns from blue to a thick amber haze. sound familiar? It should, because this is almost exactly what happened to Venus. Venus, our nearest neighbor, is only slightly larger than Earth, and yet its atmospheric pressure is 92 times greater than ours. Its surface temperature is 465 degrees Celsius. Hot enough to melt lead. A doubled Earth doesn't just become uninhabitable, it becomes Venus. But worse, here is where science stops giving us clean answers and starts whispering something far more unsettling. In the last 2 decades, the Kepler Space Telescope discovered thousands of exoplanets, and the most common type of planet in our galaxy, super-Earths, planets 1 to 10 times the size of ours. They are everywhere, and yet in all our searching, not one of them has shown a single confirmed signal of life. Not one radio wave, not one biosignature, not one chemical fingerprint of biological existence. Some astronomers now call this the super-Earth paradox. These planets are large enough to hold atmospheres, liquid water, and complex chemistry. By every basic rule, they should be teeming with life. But they are silent. And scientists are beginning to wonder whether the size of a planet isn't just a physical constraint, whether it is the single most important filter in the universe, whether Earth's exact size, not too big, not too small, is the rarest and most fragile accident in all of known existence, and whether we are living inside a miracle so precise, so impossibly specific, that doubling it by even a factor of 2 erases us entirely. Stand outside tonight, look up. Every star you can see hosts planets. Billions of them. Rocky worlds, gas giants, frozen moons drifting in silence. And on every single one of them, as far as we have ever found, nothing looks back. No eyes, no heartbeat, no wonder. Just rock and gas and time. We exist on the one world that got the size right, the gravity right, the atmosphere right, the distance from the sun right, the magnetic field right, the axial tilt right. The list of conditions that had to be perfect simultaneously for you to draw your next breath is so long, so precise, so statistically overwhelming, that some of the world's most respected physicists quietly admitted shouldn't have happened. And yet here you are, breathing, thinking, feeling the weight of a planet that is somehow impossibly exactly the right size to carry you. A doubled Earth wouldn't just change geography. It would erase evolution before it began. It would drown continents, poison the sky, and crush every life form before it could take a single step. The universe, it turns out, is extraordinarily bad at making worlds like ours. And we are extraordinarily bad at appreciating the one we have. Earth is not just our home. It is the most precise, the most fragile, and the most statistically impossible address in the known universe. And it is exactly the right size. If this made you think differently about the ground beneath your feet, share this with someone who needs to look up tonight. And ask yourself, what other miracles are we walking on without ever noticing?